Hi guys, today I'm gonna give a demo on this orange Mico Terror 20 watt RMS amp head, and I'm gonna play it through this 8 inches speaker. If you're gonna buy these two, just letting you know they're sold separately, so you could buy this Kaplan, or you can just simply buy this head and then put it on almost most of the bigger Kaplan. Some people have suggested 12-inch speaker, since that will be make it sound bigger and more stronger. So really depend on where you want to use this amp. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna play this amp in different old chord. I'm gonna say that the different time zone on this, and I'm gonna use my Gibson Studio. So it's a humbucker. So let's hear how this amp sound playing with a Gibson Studio. Alright, without further ado, let's start by everything the tone and the gain at 0, and then or maybe 6 p.m. and then I'm gonna increase the volume at 7 p.m. and let's see how it sounds. And I'm gonna set the guitar at the middle toggle, which basically means that both of my humbucker are working at the same time. So let's see how it sounds. So there's no sound, so I'm gonna continue. So as you can see, if I'm just gonna turn on the volume without any tone and gain, there's no sound. So I'm gonna go turn the volume back to around 9, and then I'm gonna turn on the tone at around 7. Okay, still can't hear. So now 9. I'm gonna increase the volume to 10. Alright. Okay, so surprisingly, it doesn't have any sound. It doesn't contribute any sounds if I turn off the gain. So now I'm gonna turn on the gain a little bit at 7, and the tone going back to 7 as well. And see how it sounds. And I'm gonna turn on the volume to 12. Okay, so now you finally have sound. So okay, so it's a very typical quinton sound. So I'm gonna decide to increase the tone till 9. Let's see how it sounds. Alright, and then I'm gonna increase the volume a little bit. So not a lot of sounds. So instead of playing different pickups, so I'm just gonna increase the tone at around 10. Let's see. Alright, so why don't we all start at 12 for the tone? Let's see how this sounds. So not much difference. So okay, I'm gonna increase the tone again till 3 p.m. and then all the way up. So surprisingly, because the gain is at the medium, before 0 or 7 or 6 p.m., there's not much tone you can hear with this, so I guess the gain has to be involved in order to have any sound. So right now I'm gonna go back to volume at 12, tone at around 9, and then the gain at the same time is gonna be at 9. So as you can see, the gain actually has a big contribution for this amp. So gonna decrease the volume a little bit because the gain seems like you cannot really control. It's much more higher output. Okay, so since of that, going back, my Gibson with 2 pickups working at the same time or at the middle position. Okay, so this is what it sounds like when the tone and the gain at 9. So now I'm gonna increase the tone at 10, and let's see if there's a big difference between that. So it's a little bit warmer, but you can't really hear much. So I'm gonna go increase the tone to 12 now. And then I guess I go to 3. Okay, so, and then finally, all the way up. And so as you can see, there's not a little bit difference, but I mean, without the gain. So now I'm gonna go back the gain at, the tone at 9, and then the gain I'm gonna increase it to 10 and see how you sound. So surprisingly, as I put more gain, it actually makes it much more darker and at the same time more melody. Also the volume has been increased a little bit, so I'm gonna reduce a little bit because I'm trying to not want the volume mask the gain and the tone. So I'm gonna turn the gain to 12 now. So I think the one thing I find a little bit annoying is that the higher you put the gain, you actually increase the volume as well. So now I'm gonna go to around 2 or 3. So I'm not gonna talk more. I'm just gonna like turn on the knob and see, let you feel what it sounds. Gonna go all the way up because as you can see that you just keep getting louder and louder. So go back to the volume and then the tone. This time I'm gonna put the gain on at 12. I think that's the best way. And then volumes and tone and gain at the same time. Alright, so basically, to me, this Mico Terror with this 8-inch speaker is very powerful, and I'm sure that if you use a bigger speaker and cabinet, it's surely gonna be you can actually make the whole room very loud depending on where the venue is at. The tone is very clean. You actually as you get the tone, increase the tone, it's gonna be much more sharp and bright. But if you turn the knob on the left, it's actually much more warmer, but still very clean tone. You can get a very nice clean tone with the tone and the gain at the same time. The gain is quite strong, even at 9. I can show you again. It's gonna need to warm a little bit. So even at 9, it's quite loud already. But you still get the warm and clean tone you get. But as long as you go chord-wise, you can hear all this noise, this fuss, and still could able to get some warm tone at the middle, at 12. But the only thing I really find annoying is that you're actually also increasing the volume. But then again, this is an amplifier, so it kind of makes sense. And basically, if you go bigger to 3 or 6, the noise is a little bit unbearable, and also that it's getting very loud, but also breaks a bit. It's much more crispy sound of it. I think that it works well on a bigger speaker, so that and also you still can hear the clean sharp tone, even though that is getting a little bit more muddier. But regardless, I think this mini, I mean, it looks like it's a very small Mico Terror amp, but you actually carry a very strong bite. So for people who need a cheap preamp with tube, I would definitely go for this one. But if you want even a powerful one, maybe like get a bigger speaker, and then maybe even using a pedal that actually could work still. But the only thing is that this one, it doesn't have an FS effect, so that if you want all the better one with where you can use actually a more pedal and stuff, I will highly recommend you to get the Mico Duck or other ones. But this one for beginner, I think this is very perfect. It's a very good beginner or even intermediate preamp to have. So I hope this video helps you. If this Mico Terror fits for you, Otherwise I'm sure that there are other ones that you can try. So and I kind of wish that this head has a reverb. Unfortunately it doesn't. So that's, I think, that one of the con of this. But of course if you put in a pedal you could get the reverb you want. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.